Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Sauce. It's the backup channel backing Celeb up and bringing you all the breaking news. During the latest episode of his podcast, The Danny Brown Show, rapper Danny Brown shared his opinion on the current New York drill music scene. Danny said that in his opinion, all of these drill rappers from New York sound like Batman. Check out what your boy Danny had to say.
I want to say what's up with New York drill music.
What you mean?
Why all these niggas sound like Batman?
Hey, give me the hit.
All these niggas rap like Batman beyond now, man. What the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas, man? What? That shit ain't fire.
Yo, this one caught me off guard.
You know what I'm talking about, though? You don't want to be like a demon.
I hit him in there.
You 16. Your balls ain't even dropped yet. You ain't even got a deep voice yet. These niggas rapping like villains.
Like, I'm hit him. Smoking on ops. Smoking on ops. They angry, man.
Shut up.
They angry, man.
Man, shut up. I just wanted to say that, man. Y'all New York drill niggas rapping like Batman Begins, man. That shit is over with, man. Pop Smoke, that was his natural voice, man. But all y'all other niggas, he was 16. Talking about, hit him, if you don't shut the fuck up, man. That's why New York, man, they always gonna go through this. Shouts out to real New York rappers like Mike. You know what I'm saying?
That right there is hilarious. And what makes it even funnier is the fact that it's so true. Well, after your boy Danny made those comments, a whole bunch of people on social media had something to say. And one person said, quote, "People criticize trap music at one point too. It just makes them sound like grandparents telling their kids to turn down the music. They're having fun. Let them do their thing." End quote. Another person came through and said, quote, "I think Danny is pointing fun at the fact that a lot of New York drill rappers try to emulate the trademark Pop Smoke sound, whose voice obviously comes in at a low register. I don't think he's coming anywhere close to dissing the sound and style of New York drill, but instead making a funny point about the current trends going on within it." End quote. After that, somebody else came through in the comments and they were like, quote, "I don't mind different subgenres of rap. I have a problem with the oversaturation of a sound and shoving it down our throats. If it weren't for Spotify allowing me to control my taste in music, I would have stopped listening to rap altogether." End quote. And finally, somebody came through in the comments and they agreed with your boy Danny and they were like, yeah, these dudes is out here sounding like Batman while dancing like high school cheerleaders. I can't. Listen, on to the next story. During a recent speaking engagement, CeCe Winans, the gospel phenom, was talking about back in the day when Whitney Houston asked her to do a cameo for I'm Every Woman. And CeCe says that she turned Whitney down. Why? Because the song is demonic. Check out what your girl CeCe had to say.
It was Whitney Houston, right? She was my dear sister and friend. And I remember she was about to do one of her big videos, and it was I'm Every Woman. It's a great video, right? Really nice. Good. The song is, when you think about how it was written, it's a great song, right? But the lyrics don't line up with the word of God, right? So she said, "CeCe, I want you to be in this video, but I know you're not going to be in it." I said, "You're absolutely right." Because it started off with, "I could cast a spell." I'm not singing that. But notice how that message was all wrapped up in the beat, right? Y'all get so hooked onto these beats, and it's like demonic. You're listening to demonic stuff, and you wonder why you don't know what's going on, right? You can't listen and look at everything. God said you're either for me or you're against me. You're either with me or you're not.
Well, after people heard what CeCe had to say, a whole bunch of people jumped online because they wanted to share their opinions and their opposing viewpoints. For example, some people didn't quite like what your girl CeCe had to say because they thought that she was acting like a holy rolling Bible thumper. However, some people did agree with CeCe. For instance, one person said, quote, "Listen, as a believer and someone who loves secular music, we're not ready for this conversation. It'll cause us to let go of some of the artists we've resonated with all our lives. Music feels good. People don't shy away from what feels good, but she's not wrong at all." End quote. Look, do I believe you listening to Whitney Houston's gonna send you straight to hell? No. However, I do agree with Cece when she says that music is one of the primary ways that the enemy gets into your spirit. So, you do gotta be careful about what you listen to. You know what? Let me put on my theological thinking cap so I can give you a piece of advice. The best advice that I can give you when it pertains to the music you listen to is to take it to God in prayer. Close those eyes, put those hands together and say, Lord, can I listen to some Whitney? And you know what? Wait for the answer, because that answer might be different for different people. You know why? Because God has a will, plan, and purpose for everybody's life. However, the walk that He has planned for you might be slightly different than the walk He has planned for somebody else. So, the bottom line is that if you're a Christian, you serve a true and living God. So it means that you can ask Him yourself if you really want the answer. Now check it out. A whole bunch of people are very upset with the Hershey's Candy Company because to show their support for the LGBTQ community, they decided to put a picture of a transgendered woman on their candy bars. So this is what's going on. In an effort to promote International Women's Day, the Hershey's Chocolate Bar Company is releasing 5 limited edition Her for She chocolate bars. And one of the bars features Faye Johnston, a trans woman who describes themselves as a queer feminist trans activist. Now, after Hershey's announced what they were going to be doing, it sparked a whole lot of debate online, and now the hashtag Boycott Hershey's is trending on Twitter. I'm not really a fan of what Hershey's is doing by putting somebody's face on the chocolate bar. And it's not because I have an issue with the LGBTQ community. It's simply because I am a fan of Hershey's almond chocolate bars. You know, the ones with the nuts. And when I'm sitting there enjoying my nuts, the last thing that I want to think about is somebody who is not enjoying their nuts. Listen, let me know what you think about Hershey's Company putting a picture of a transgendered woman on their candy bars. Are you for it or are you against it? Let me know in the comments. Now, check it out. This week, your boy Snoop Dogg announced that he plans to launch a new revolutionary live streaming app called Shilla for innovative creators. Snoop co-founded the company with tech entrepreneur Sam Jones, and he promises that this app is gonna be a game changer. When talking about Shilla, Snoop Dogg said, quote, "I'm excited to have co-founded Shilla, a live audio and video broadcast platform that allows creators to reach their fans in unique ways and monetize their own content. Time to help the fans on my own terms, and Shilla is perfect for that." End quote. Okay, so let me get this straight, because this is absolutely amazing. Your boy Snoop Dogg basically recreated YouTube, but instead of calling it SnoopTube, he's calling it Shilla. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Yo, let me know what you think about your boy Snoop Dogg, and let me know what you think about Shilla in the comments. Hey yo, on to the next story. The other day, Disney dropped this trailer for Peter Pan and Wendy, the live-action movie, and a whole bunch of non-melanated people were very, very upset. Why? Because Yara Shahidi is playing the part. I mean, after seeing that Yara was playing Tinkerbell in a movie, people ran to their cell phones and computers because they just had to complain. I mean, they were complaining about everything. One person was like, Tinkerbell's supposed to have blonde hair. And another person's like, this is the erasure of white society. And somebody even came through and said that Disney was blackwashing. I mean, honestly, people, if you looked at some of these tweets, you might forget that we're talking about a children's book that was turned into a cartoon that was turned into a movie about a flying fairy. I mean, for example, one person tweeted, Black Tinkerbell, Black Little Mermaid, Black Cinderella, Brown Snow White, the blackwashing of white culture continues, end quote. Another person said, quote, yeah, that's not Tinkerbell, and that movie's gonna flop, LOL, end quote. Next, somebody wrote, quote, it's honestly pathetic that they just making everything black. And I don't care if you think it's good for your daughter's confidence, that's just an excuse to justify this racial nonsense Disney pushes, end quote. And after that, somebody came through in the comments and they were like, quote, now I want a Black Panther with a white man, end quote. Oh my goodness. Listen, I just don't even understand. But it didn't end there because, of course, what racially charged rant wouldn't be complete without the pièce de résistance, the N-word, because somebody came in the comments and they wrote Ninja Bell. I mean, really? For a Disney character? What in the world is wrong with these people? But anyway, after reading all of the negative comments about Yara Shahidi, this black dude came up in the comment section, and I mean, in my opinion, he just shut them all down, because he posted a picture from one of those movies that's supposed to be about Egypt, where all of the actors playing the parts are white. And under the picture, he wrote, quote, "The people who be like, why is it a black Tinkerbell? Be like, yes, this was Egypt," end quote. Oh my goodness, yo, that's the absolute truth. I love it. And that is how you come with receipts. But for real, let me know what you think about Yara Shahidi playing Tinkerbell. Do you like it? Or do you think that Disney should have left it the way it was? Let me know what you think in the comments. Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celebrity news. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.